Hello everyone, and thank you for being here today. I want to talk about a critical issue in healthcare that affects both nurses and patients: the challenges faced by newly graduated nurses. Imagine starting a demanding career filled with high stakes and emotional intensity. That's the reality of many new nurses, who often experience significant job stress, dissatisfaction, and high risk of burnout. This isn't just a concern for the nurses themselves. It directly impacts the quality of the patient care and contributes to the worsening nursing shortage, a crisis intensified by the COVID-19 pandemic. Today, I will be presenting a research project focused on designing and evaluating a program to equip these nurses with essential coping strategies, ultimately aiming to improve their well-being and strengthen our healthcare system. Let's go deeper into the specific challenges. New nurses often face what's called transitional shock. This is caused by a combination of factors: heavy workloads, the intense emotional demands of the job, and the need to quickly adapt to complex hospital environments. The impact of this stress is significant. It can lead out to burnout, a state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion, which in turn increases the likelihood of nurses leaving their jobs. This has devastating consequences not only for the nurses' well-being, but also for the patient's safety and the overall quality of care. The nursing shortage, both nationally and globally, is a major threat to healthcare systems. When experienced nurses leave due to burnout, it creates a void it's hard to fill, putting immense pressure on those who remain. To address these issues, our research project had a clear set of objectives. Our general objective was to implement a coping program designed to prevent and effectively manage work-related stress among newly graduated nurses. But we also had specific goals. First, to design this program carefully, selecting physiological and emotional strategies that will be most beneficial. Second, to evaluate the program's impact, measuring its success in reducing stress and burnout risk. And finally, to explore the lived experiences of nurses who participated, gaining value insights into what works and what can be improved. Our study employed a qualitative methodology using a phenomenological approach. This allows us to deeply understand the nurses' experiences and perspectives. Our participants were newly graduated nurses with less than 2 years of experience. The intervention in itself was multifaceted, consisting of several key components. We conducted workshops focused on stress management and emotional regulation, teaching practical techniques to cope with difficult situations. Then we provide training in resilience and specific coping strategies to help nurses bounce back from adversity. Psychosocial support and mentoring were crucial, creating a safe space for nurses to share their experiences and receive guidance. And finally, we facilitated reflection and group support spaces, encouraging peer learning and a sense of community. To gather data, we used semi-structured interviews, allowing for in-depth conversations with the nurses. The data from these interviews was then analyzed using thematic analysis and rigorous methods for identifying patterns and key themes in the narratives. Our research confirmed the significant challenges faced by newly graduated nurses. We identified several key areas of concern. First, workplace stressors. New nurses are often overwhelmed by high workloads, the constant pressure of emotional demands, and the steep learning curve of adapting to complex hospital environments. This can lead to a phenomenon known as transactional shock, leaving them feeling unprepared and vulnerable. Second, the impact on well-being. We found that stress and dissatisfaction had a direct negative impact on nurses' mental and physical health, increasing the risk of burnout and making them more likely to consider leaving the profession. This, of course, has serious implications for patient safety and the quality of care they can provide. And finally, the broader issue of a nursing shortage. Our findings reinforce the fact that national and international nurse shortage are a major problem and that burnout among new nurses exacerbates this crisis, putting immense strain on healthcare systems and jeopardizing patient outcomes. Based on our research, we anticipate several key benefits from implemented effective coping programs. First, stress reduction. We expect to see a measurable decrease in perceived stress and burnout risk among novice nurses. Second, improved patient care. By supporting nurse well-being, we aim to enhance the quality and safety of care provided to patients. Third, job satisfaction. We believe these programs will lead to increased motivation and a greater sense of professional fulfillment among nurses. And finally, resilience development. We expect to see nurses develop stronger emotional skills, enabling them to better manage challenging work situations. Based on our research, we anticipate several key benefits from implementing effective coping programs. First, stress reduction. We expect to see a measurable decrease in perceived stress and burnout risk among novice nurses. Second, improved patient care. By supporting nurse well-being, we aim to enhance the quality and safety of care provided to patients. Third, job satisfaction. We believe these programs will lead to increased motivation and greater sense of professional fulfillment among nurses. And finally, resilience development. We expect to see nurses develop stronger emotional skills, enabling them to better manage challenging work situations. To achieve these benefits, it's crucial to focus on empowerment and support for novice nurses. This includes structural empowerment, providing access to information, support, resources, and opportunities within the organization. Positive reinforcement is also vital, offering feedback and encouragement to build confidence and self-efficacy. Collaborative decision-making is key, involving nurses in decisions that affect their work to enhance engagement and adaptation. And finally, supportive relationships, fostering mentoring and peer support networks to ease the transition into the profession and reduce turnover. Finally, this work has significant implications for addressing the nursing shortage and staff turnover, which seems that burnout plays a major role in nurses leaving the profession early, which directly contributes to the shortage. High staff turnover is also incredibly costly for healthcare institutions, not only financially, but also in terms of disrupting continuity of care and negatively impacting team morale. Our research underscores the need for supportive policies and evidence-based interventions like coping programs. This can improve nurse retention, strengthen the nursing workforce, and create more sustainable healthcare systems. In conclusion, our research provides compelling evidence for the importance of investing in the well-being of newly graduated nurses. We strongly recommend implementing coping programs that promote effective strategies for stress reduction and burnout prevention. It is essential to foster job satisfaction but enhances nurses' emotional well-being and developing their adaptive skills, which will ultimately improve their performance and increase retention rates. We also call for the development of structural empowerment initiatives that support autonomy and organizational involvement, ensuring a smoother transition for new nurses. By taking these steps, we can strengthen the nursing workforce, ensure the delivery of high-quality patient care, and build more resilient and sustainable healthcare system. Thank you.